Now, let's move to Module 3, Recognizing Safety Hazards and Appropriate Control Measures. At sa lesson na ito, ang focus natin is good housekeeping as a control for physical safety hazards. Connected ito sa previous discussion natin tungkol sa unsafe conditions. Doon nakita natin na maraming hazards sa workplace ay built into the environment itself, tulad ng cluttered walkways, blocked exits, slippery floors, loose cables, overstacked files, poor storage, at other physical conditions na pwedeng magdulot ng injury or accident. So in this lesson, we will focus on one very practical control measure that every workplace can apply, and that is good housekeeping. Kapag sinabing housekeeping, minsan ang unang naiisip ng tao ay simpleng paglilinis lang. Parang ang ibig sabihin lang ay maayos tingnan ng workplace, walang kalat, at presentable ang office. Pero sa OSH, mas malalim ang meaning ng housekeeping. Good housekeeping is a safety control. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang ito tungkol sa pagiging malinis. Ito ay tungkol sa pag-aalis o pagbawas ng physical hazards na pwedeng magdulot ng slip, trips, falls, fire risk, falling objects, blocked evacuation, poor movement, and unsafe storage conditions. So ang housekeeping sa safety context is really about keeping the workplace arranged in a way that reduces danger. So now that napag-usapan na natin that good housekeeping is a control measure for physical safety hazards, let's define it more clearly. Kasi minsan, ang tingin ng tao sa housekeeping ay simpleng linis lang. Pero sa OSH, mas malaki ang rule nito kaysa dun. Good housekeeping is one of the most basic but also one of the most effective ways to prevent accidents in the workplace. Sa totoo lang, simple lang siyang pakinggan pero malaki ang epekto niya sa actual safety. Kapag narinig na ibang tao ang word na housekeeping, ang iniisip agad ay paglilinis, pagtatapon ng basura, or simpleng pag-aayos lang ng area. Pero sa OSH, good housekeeping is more than cleaning. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay keeping the workplace clean, orderly, safe, accessible, and free from unnecessary hazards. So sa madaling salita, ang housekeeping sa OSH ay hindi lang para gumanda ang itsura ng workplace. Ang purpose nito ay para mabawasan ang danger at gawing mas ligtas ang environment ng workers. Now, sa office, BPO, IT company, training center, or professional service workplace, ano bang examples ng good housekeeping? Kasama dito ang keeping walkways clear, arranging cables properly, storing files safely, keeping emergency exits accessible, cleaning spills immediately, disposing waste properly, and making sure that materials are not placed where they can cause slips, trips, falls, fire, obstruction, or injury. Lahat ng yan, practical day-to-day actions yan. Pero kahit simple sila, malaking bagay ang epekto nila sa safety. For example, kung clear ang walkway, mas mababa ang chance ng trip hazard. Kung maayos ang cables, mas mababa ang chance ng fall or electrical issue. Kung safe ang storage ng files and materials, mas mababa ang chance ng falling objects or blocked access. Kung accessible ang emergency exit, mas mabilis at mas ligtas ang evacuation. Kung agad nililinis ang spill, naiiwasan ang slip incident. So the reason why good housekeeping is called a safety control is because many physical hazards come from disorder. Kapag magulo ang workplace, mas mataas ang chance ng aksidente, mas mahirap gumalaw, mas mahirap mag-evacuate, mas mahirap makita ang hazards at mas madaling manormalize ang unsafe conditions. Pero kapag maayos ang workplace, mas madaling gumalaw, mas madaling magtrabaho, mas madaling makita ang problem at mas safe ang workers. So the key message of this slide is this: good housekeeping is not only about cleanliness, it is about safety. At very important ding tandaan na ang housekeeping is not only the job of utility personnel or janitors. Sa OSH, housekeeping is a shared responsibility. Ibig sabihin, workers should keep their areas safe and organized, supervisors should monitor and correct poor housekeeping, and management should support the system with proper storage, layout, and enforcement. Kasi kung lahat ay responsable sa housekeeping, mas bumababa ang chance ng accident. So now that malino na sa atin what good housekeeping means in OSH, the next question is this: bakit ba talaga ito importanteng seryosuhin sa workplace? Kasi minsan ang tingin ng iba sa housekeeping ay simpleng ayos lang ng paligid, pero sa safety, mas malaki ang role nito kaysa doon. Good housekeeping is important because poor housekeeping is one of the most common causes of workplace accidents. Ibig sabihin, maraming incidents sa workplace ang hindi naman nagsisimula sa complicated hazard. Minsan, nagsisimula lang sa kalat sa daanan basang sahig, maling storage harang sa exit, or poor arrangement ng materials and equipment. For example, a cluttered walkway can cause trips. A wet floor can cause slips. Boxes stored too high can fall. Paper stored near electrical equipment can increase fire risk. And blocked exits can delay evacuation during emergencies. So makikita natin na ang housekeeping is directly connected sa injury prevention, fire prevention, emergency access, and safe movement of workers. Now, sa service industry workplace, minsan mukhang safe ang paligid because most people are using computers, answering calls, attending meetings, doing documentation, or working at desks. Pero kahit ganun ng setup, pwede pa ring may injury kung poor ang arrangement ng workplace. For example, a simple loose cable can cause a fall. A damaged chair can collapse. A pile of files can fall from a shelf. And a blocked emergency route can become dangerous during fire or earthquake. So the lesson here is this: a workplace can look professional and still be unsafe if housekeeping is poor. At hindi lang safety ang benefit ng good housekeeping. Good housekeeping also improves work efficiency. Why? Because kapag maayos ang workplace, mas madaling hanapin ng materials, mas madaling gumalaw ng ligtas, mas kaunti ang unnecessary delays. At mas maayos din ang overall work environment. So housekeeping supports both safety and productivity. Hindi siya hiwalay sa trabaho. Bahagi siya ng maayos at safe na trabaho. That is why the key message of this slide is very strong. Good housekeeping is not decoration. It is accident prevention. Hindi to pampaganda lang ng office. Hindi to para presentable lang sa bisita. Hindi to para malinis lang tingnan. Sa OSH, housekeeping is a real control measure that helps prevent slips, trips, falls, fire hazards, blocked exits, and unsafe movement. So now that malinaw na why good housekeeping is important, the next step is to look at the opposite side. What happens when housekeeping is poor? Kasi sa OSH, poor housekeeping is not just untidy appearance. It can already become a real safety hazard. Poor housekeeping becomes a safety hazard when disorder in the workplace creates unsafe conditions. Ibig sabihin, kapag ang workplace ay magulo, hindi organized, at hindi properly controlled, pwedeng mabuo ang physical hazards na may potential magdulot ng injury. Examples of poor housekeeping hazards include cluttered walkways, scattered cables, wet floors without signage, overstacked boxes, blocked exits, unstable files, exposed sharp objects, waste left in work areas, and materials placed near electrical equipment. Lahat ng yan mukhang simpleng workplace issues lang, pero sa OSH, serious na yan because each one has accident potential. For example, kung may boxes left in a hallway, pwedeng may matisod during normal movement. Pero mas dangerous pa doon during emergency, yung same boxes pwede mag-slow down ng evacuation. So ang problema hindi lang everyday movement issue, pwede rin siyang maging emergency hazard. Kung ang cleaning supplies ay hindi properly stored or labeled, pwede namang magkaroon ng chemical exposure risk. So makikita natin na poor housekeeping pwede ring mag-connect hindi lang sa physical safety hazard, kundi pati sa health hazard. Kung ang paper and files ay nakastore malapit sa electrical outlets or equipment, tumataas naman ang fire risk. Kaya minsan, ang simpleng poor storage arrangement may pwedeng mas malaking consequence kaysa sa inaakala ng tao. Now, one of the biggest dangers of poor housekeeping is this: it often becomes normal. Yan ang very important point. Kapag araw-araw nang dinadaanan ng workers ang same obstruction, same cable, same kalat, or same blocked path, nasasanay sila. At kapag nasanay na, humihina ang hazard recognition. Ang iniisip nila, okay lang yan. Nandyan na talaga yan. Wala namang na-aksidente pa, mamaya na lang ayusin. Pero sa busy workday, rush movement, or emergency situation, yung condition na matagal nang nandoon, pwedeng biglang maging cause ng injury. So ang key lesson here is, in OSH, we should not allow unsafe conditions to become part of normal workplace culture. Kasi once a hazard becomes accepted as normal, mas tumataas ang chance na walang magre-report, walang magko-correct, at walang kikilos hanggang may maaksidente na. That is why poor housekeeping should be treated early as a safety issue, not as a small or minor problem. Good housekeeping requires routine, discipline, inspection, and correction. Ibig sabihin, hindi ito one-time cleanup lang. Hindi ito yung mag-aayos lang kapag may bisita, may audit, or may inspection. Sa OSH, good housekeeping should be part of normal daily work. Now let's go through the practical techniques. 1. Clean as you go. Ito ang first and one of the most important techniques. Clean as you go means hindi mo hinihintay ang end of the day bago mo ayusin ang simple hazards. For example, kung may waste, itapon agad. Kung may spill, i-report or linisin agad. If safe, kung may materials na nakaharang sa walkway, alisin agad. Kung may loose cable or kalat sa daanan, ayusin agad. Ang mindset dito is simple. Small hazards should be corrected habang maliit pa. Kasi kapag pinabayaan hanggang mamaya, madalas doon nagsisimulang lumaki ang risk. 2. Proper storage. The second technique is proper storage. Ibig sabihin, ang materials dapat may tamang lugar at tamang arrangement. For example, materials should have designated storage areas. Heavy items should be stored at lower levels. Frequently used items should be easy to reach. Files and boxes should not be overstacked. Chemicals should be labeled and separated from ordinary office supplies. Napaka-importante nito kasi poor storage can lead to falling objects, blocked access, body strain from awkward reaching, fire, loading, and chemical misuse. So good housekeeping also means safe storage, not just neat storage. 3. Clear access. The third technique is clear access. This means dapat walang harang ang walkways, exits, stairs, fire extinguishers, electrical panels, and emergency equipment. Very important yan, especially during emergency. Kasi kung blocked ang access, pwedeng may matisod madelay ang response, hindi maabot agad ang extinguisher, or bumagal ang evacuation. So sa OSH, access routes are not storage areas. Hindi pwedeng gawing temporary tambakan ang walkway or exit path. 4. Regular inspection. The fourth technique is regular inspection. Housekeeping should not depend on memory only. Hindi pwedeng tingin ko okay naman lang. Mas maganda kung may actual checklist ang workplace para makita ang repeated issues like clutter, block exits, poor cable management, unstable storage, waste accumulation, and other housekeeping concerns. Ang value ng inspection is this: it helps us catch the problem before it becomes normal. Kasi minsan, ang workers nasasanay na sa same issue araw-araw, so hindi na nila napapansin. Pero kapag may regular inspection, mas madaling makita ang repeated hazards. 5. Immediate correction. The fifth technique is immediate correction. Napaka-importanting point nito. A hazard that is reported but not corrected remains a hazard. Ibig sabihin, hindi enough na nakita na, hindi enough na na-report na. Kailangan may actual follow-through. Kapag sinabi nating good housekeeping, kasama dun ang reporting action and correction. Kasi kung may loose cable kang na-report pero nandiyan pa rin after ilang araw, housekeeping problem pa rin yan. Kung may block exit na nakita pero hindi inalis, hazard pa rin yun. So the real housekeeping system should not end at observation. It should end in correction. So if pagsasamahin natin ang 5 techniques, ang message is simple. Clean as you go, store properly, keep access clear, inspect regularly, correct immediately. That is what makes housekeeping effective as a safety control. So now that napag-usapan na natin ang practical techniques in good housekeeping, the next important tool we need to understand is 5S. Kasi kung gusto nating maging mas consistent ang housekeeping, safety at workplace discipline, kailangan may system. At isa sa pinaka-well-known na system for that is 5S. 5S is a workplace organization method used to improve housekeeping, safety, efficiency, and discipline. So sa madaling salita, ang 5S ay isang structured way para mas maging maayos, mas ligtas, at mas madaling gamitin ang workplace. 5S is one of the most well-known tools for good housekeeping. Nagmula ito sa Japanese workplace organization practices at hanggang ngayon, ginagamit pa rin ito sa safety programs, quality improvement, productivity systems, and operational improvement. Now, the 5S words are sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. Di naman kailangan kabisaduhin agad ang Japanese terms para maintindihan ang concept. Ang importante ay maunawaan natin ang practical meaning ng bawat isa. 1. Sort. Ang sort means alisin ang hindi kailangan. Ibig sabihin, titingnan natin ang work area at paghihiwalayin kung alin ang kailangan at alin ang hindi kailangan sa office setting. Pwedeng kasama dito ang lumang files na wala nang gamit sirang equipment, extra boxes sa daanan, unused supplies, random clutter sa workstation. Kapag hindi kailangan, huwag nang panatilihin sa area kasi pwede pa iyong maging obstruction or hazard. 2. Set in order. Ang set in order means ilagay sa tamang pwesto ang mga kailangan. Ibig sabihin, after alisin ang unnecessary items, ang mga natitirang kailangan ay dapat organized, easy to find, easy to use, and easy to return. For example, may tamang pwesto ang files, maayos ang cable arrangement, malinaw ang storage ng supplies, accessible pero safe ang emergency equipment. So ang goal is hindi magulo at hindi sayang ang oras sa paghahanap ng gamit. 3. Shine. Ang shine means linisin at panatilihing malinis ang workplace. Pero sa OSH, hindi lang ito simpleng paglinis para maganda tingnan. Ang pag-shine helps us notice defects, spot leaks, see clutter, identify dust buildup, and detect unsafe conditions early. So cleaning is also a form of inspection. 4. Standardize. Ang standardize means gumawa ng standard way para hindi pa bago-bago ang ayos at linis. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng today maayos tapos bukas magulo ulit. Dapat may standard ang workplace tulad ng where materials are stored, how cables are managed, how waste is disposed, how desks are arranged, how housekeeping checks are done. Kapag standardize ang system, mas madaling sundan at mas madaling i-monitor. 5. Sustain. Ang sustain means panatilihin ang habit at discipline. Ito ang pinaka-challenging part sa maraming workplace. Kasi madali maglinis once, madali mag-ayos kapag may audit, pero ang tunay na challenge ay paano ito mapapanatili everyday. So sustain means tuloy-tuloy ang practice, may follow-up, may inspection, may discipline, at may commitment ang workers and leaders. Now, bakit useful ang 5S sa OSH? Because it helps the workplace remove unnecessary items, organize needed materials, maintain cleanliness, create standards, and build discipline. At very important ito, 5S is not only about making the workplace look good. It is about making the workplace safer, easier to use, and more efficient sa office and service workplaces. Pwedeng i-apply ang 5S sa workstations, storage rooms, training rooms, pantry areas, records rooms, server rooms, reception areas, and emergency routes. So ang 5S is very practical even sa office setup. Hindi ito pang factory lang. Kapag tamang application, nakakatulong ito sa housekeeping, hazard reduction, better movement, easier access, and improved work discipline. Natural trainer line. So ang 5S, hindi lang pampaganda ng workplace. Sa OSH, ginagamit natin ito para alisin ang kalat, ayusin ang kailangan, panatilihing malinis ang area, gumawa ng standard, at buuin ang habit ng discipline. Key takeaway, 5S is a workplace organization method that improves housekeeping, safety, efficiency, and discipline by helping the workplace sort what is needed, organize materials properly, maintain cleanliness, standardize good practices, and sustain them over time.